boys, it's snowing. Let me put this thing in two-wheel drive real quick. This is the first time in 8 years I have been able to play around in snow. It's pretty fun, actually. You can see him clearly sliding. Yee! This is awesome, dude. But yeah, so anyways, I guess I was going to give you guys a little bit of an update. I clearly can't go take the car out and mess with it. Hold on. Put this sucker in front wheel drive. There, front wheel drive. I tell you, these 35s in the snow, man, they grip for days. It's great. But anyways, I did hook up with one of my buddies. I shouldn't even say hook up. I went and hung out with one of my buddies, and I did get the TPS, the app sensor, a full throttle body setup, and I got 2 ECUs to try out. But after thinking about it a while and talking with a couple other of my friends, I'm starting to think my limp mode might be a fuel-related problem. If you remember, even from the beginning of when I first put the engine in my car, it didn't want to idle very well at all. It was super lean at idle. I personally figured that, you know, it being I used a 2J GTE pump and assembly, that it would support the 1J well enough on its own. But now I'm starting to think that maybe my fuel pressure is too low. I do have a Tomei adjustable fuel pressure regulator with, what do you want to call it, a climbing rate regulator. So I'm going to install that. I ordered the fittings I needed, and hopefully what I'm hoping is that maybe my pressure is just too low. So at idle it's not getting enough fuel, so that's why it's running lean at idle. And the way I fixed the low idle before and not wanting to idle right is I adjusted the TPS. So even though it idles right, I'm assuming that since the TPS has been moved, it's causing the ECU to go into limp mode when I'm doing hard pulls or heavy boosting. So hopefully I'm right on that, and hopefully when I install the TPS and get the pressure set properly, it should bring the idle up. I should be able to put the TPS back in the stock position, or like the right location, and hopefully, if all is well, my limp mode will go away. I do, on the other hand, need to get in there and replace one of my power steering hoses because it's got a slight leak. I don't know if you saw in the other video, one of the clamps was actually loose. I did tighten the clamp, but I need to replace that hose as well because it likes to bleed the power steering fluid through it. So it's probably not the right type of hose. So I'll need to go get the correct power steering line and replace that one. I do need to change my front main seal at some point in the near-ish future. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do that. It's not a huge leak currently, but it may get worse the more I drive it, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, things are definitely looking up. So if it's not my fuel problem, I have, like I said, 2 ECUs, a full complete JZX110 throttle body setup I can also try. If it's not either of those, which I highly doubt, it may be my MAF or my MAF placement, and those will be the last things I need to check, because I highly doubt it's anything wiring related. So yeah, I guess we will leave it on that for right now, and yeah, thanks guys.